Hi, everyone. There are two main pursuits that we are going to have today in our Explore and Discuss section. If you go to Unit Resources and head to Unit 3 and click on the Before We Start tab, this week we've been working in this page to complete all three tasks. I imagine that most of us have completed number 1 by watching this very short clip and thinking about whether or not we agree with its message. I want to talk specifically about finishing number 2 and taking a look at number 3. So if we click on number 2, in terms of what do we need to know in order to finish it, I imagine that this week you have made a specific effort to go down to the what to do section. Excuse me. Okay, what to do. Number 1, complete the introduction activity listed above. Use your list to collect images that represent the personal media images you engage in frequently. So introduction activity up above here was taking a moment to click on the short TED Talk to watch, and then making a list of all the different pieces of media that you come in contact with and the imagery that you specifically see within those spaces. So what images do you see on a constant basis? What words or adjectives do you think about when you view these images? After you make this list of both your media and then the imagery that you see within those spaces, what are some images that represent these spaces? So for example, if I see recipes inside my Facebook, I want to go and pull some pictures that represent recipes because those are things that I see all of the time. Number 2, collect these images like on a Google Doc so that they may be printed. Color and or black and white printing can be allowed for this anchor or for this activity. The JH Lounge copier is for black and white, or you can share your document with Mrs. Bonner and we can print it in the morning. Number 3, using the supplies in the classroom to construct your images into a collage. Some of you have asked whether or not you could use digital tools for a collage too, and that's perfectly fine. Number 4, in the center of your collage, print a one-word adjective to describe your connection to the imagery you selected to yourself. This adjective should be powerful and it should be telling. It could also push against the images you collected and selected from your chosen media. So for example, when I had a student do this last year, one of her big words in the center of her page was actually the word concerned, because a lot of what was happening on her page was just a lot of the same things. It was a lot of fashion, it was a lot of hair, and it was a lot of makeup, and that was it. And she felt concerned after seeing her collage because she noticed that she didn't really expose herself to other things that exist in our world currently. So she actually chose a word that pushed against her images based on what she was able to discover on her collage. Number 5, a blog post. Take a photo of your collage and upload it to a new blog post. So there's going to actually be 2 things on your blog post. It's going to be a picture of your collage and a brief reflection answering the 2 questions below. Number 1, what are your epiphanies, or another word for epiphanies are new ideas as a result of this experience? And 2, how might your epiphanies connect to your upcoming unit related to media literacy? Okay, most of you, I would imagine you're on the tail end of this assignment. We just don't want to forget the adjective, the powerful adjective, I should say, and the blog post. Heading back to before we start, I want to also concentrate on the second pursuit that we'll have today is number 3, and that's your text selections. Click on the link entitled Unit 3 Text Selections. Explore each text provided. Click on the links, read the descriptors, watch the previews, etc. From the text selected, use the Post-it note provided to identify your top 3 text choices for our upcoming unit. Make sure to include your name, first and last, your 3 text choices, and your class hours. Okay, the Post-it notes can be turned into me so that I know that you've submitted your text selections and I can start making text groups. If I click on this link here provided, one of the things that you're going to see is that you're going to see the title of whatever the text is. You're going to see some sort of preview link. All the images that are linked on here actually go to an Amazon page, or they go to a preview, or they go to a space where you can explore this text a little bit more. And then I've also provided a summary or a blurb of from this particular space. So one of the smartest things that you can do, because we're going to be staying committed to this text for a while, is to really go through and see which one is most interesting to you. And as I scroll down here, you're going to see that there are 8 choices. There won't be 8 texts going into this unit. I wanted to provide more choices to give you some options to go through. Okay, so your job in this pursuit is to go through these 8 text choices and give me your top 3 on a Post-it note provided. Okay? If you have any questions, let us know.